All right, Kelly, thank you so much for making time.
Thank you,
Um,
Frank.
of course, we're grateful to Lee Massey for the introduction from Atlanta. But you cover the Savannah market and also parts of the South Carolina waterfront. Uh, so this is going to be an intro. Would love to have you talk a little bit about yourself, your career, your journey, and then share a little about the market that you cover. Yeah?
Okay,
All right,
perfect.
take it away.
Well, my name is Kelli Wies, and I live in Savannah, Georgia. I've lived here for over 30 years, but I'm still not a native. I grew up in Athens, Georgia, so I've been a Georgia girl my whole life. Um, Savannah is the hostess city of the South, and you'll find that out when you're able to come visit here. Everyone is so friendly, even though there's a blend of people that are from here. We have a nice mix of people from all over the United States and all over the world, actually, that choose Savannah, Georgia as either their primary or second or third residence.
Mhm.
Um, so Savannah has a thriving historic landmark district, which is downtown closest to the Savannah River. There are many opportunities for luxury independence, primary residences, luxury homes there, as well as short-term vacation rental opportunities, multifamily opportunities, condo conversion opportunities, as well as a few development opportunities in that area. Uh, you're not going to find very many lots in that area available, but there are a few. Um, then we also have Tybee Island, which is our beachfront,
Mhm.
and there are some incredible homes there as well, with a good amount of acreage and separation between other homes that are beachfront with private beach walkouts. Sandra Bullock had a house here in Savannah at Tybee Island, and there's a lot of other well-known people in the world that have owned property or rented long-term property in the Savannah area and at Tybee, specifically because no one really cares. You're just your own person, and everybody kind of minds their own business and has a good time. So I think that's a priceless situation in our area. We also have an area of development a little south of Savannah called Ford and Field, and it was where Henry Ford had his private home residence here. And it is a very small golf mainly community, but it has uh, boating and all other amenities on that property. Uh,
Mhm.
that you people laugh that you can, be in your golf cart and have your fishing rod and then pull up to number 7 and jump on. So it's a very unique community as far as that goes. As I discussed with you, we've got a great piece of land, 21 acres undeveloped on a great river bluff that is adjacent to a pretty well-known hunting facility called Dorchester, and
Mhm.
it is an incredible piece of property ready for someone to take hold and call it their own. You could do multiple structures or individuals, so it's great. Um, we have a lot of new development, industry development here in our area. We have a Hyundai plant that is finishing construction off of I-16. They are going to employ 15,000 people,
Mhm.
of which will need housing, some rental and some home purchases, as well as other things that support a new community. Along with the Hyundai plant, there other industries have come into that area. EV battery plant that will support Hyundai, and just a plethora of other types of companies that are in sort of it's Chatham County, which is Savannah, Bryan County, Effingham County, and Bullitt County. So a
Mhm.
4 county um, effort to do this regrowth in that area that was primarily agricultural until now.
Nice. Well, so if I may ask, and I love that their economic development is active there. So they're focused on sort of new technology, innovative technology, and I know some of our audience would be very interested in that because they're involved with startups that are doing innovative work, sort of forward-thinking work in that space. But if I may also ask you, so you mentioned some pockets. So we have downtown Savannah that has opportunities for owning some good quality homes, and then a few other pockets. What are other areas where, whether it's gated communities or opportunities to own a little bit of acreage, even if it's a little bit further out from Savannah, within say an hour's distance that people could look at if it's rural, but people could build a custom home there. Could you talk a little bit about that?
One community that's actually in Chatham County is called The Landings, and
Mhm.
it is a huge residential community. It's gated. There are 6 golf courses, so take your pick which day of the week. There are pickleball courses, courts, tennis courts, multiple pools, indoor pool, fitness facility, multiple restaurants. You can just stay there. It's a really good opportunity for lock and leave because it's gated and there's a lot of partial residents that live in that community. There are
Mhm.
waterfront property. There's a wildlife refuge with paths that go all through there. It's a
Mhm.
golf cart community. Everybody, has their fun golf cart and gets from here to there, running, walking, fishing. There are 2 marinas at that located within the landings. And
Mhm.
it's been a great place for a lot of people to call home, especially when COVID came around. Then a lot of people from out of state found the landings
Mhm.
and ended up really loving it because it's remote, but you have everything at your fingertips
Yeah.
that you possibly want.
Very
Uh,
nice.
then there's some, um, land that you could build a house or a compound on in the surrounding areas in Guyton, Georgia, or
Mhm.
Richmond Hill, or all these little tiny towns that surround Savannah that would be easy to come into town if you wanted a nice meal or to go to the museum or Jazz Fest or the orchestra, whatever floats your boat. There's something here for you. Then right over the bridge. So when I say that, Savannah, Georgia is about 30 minutes
Mhm.
from Bluffton, South Carolina.
Mhm.
So we have Bluffton, South Carolina, and then there's another bridge to Hilton Head, South Carolina, and then going in a westerly direction is Beaufort, South Carolina. And there are some incredible gated communities in those areas, whether you're focused on golf. There's the
Mhm.
Colleton River Club, which is well known for golf. They don't allow any rentals. It's only residential property and 2 incredible golf courses and an amazing staff. There's also Palmetto Bluff, which is both residential property as well as they do have a hotel, the Montage, some dining and retail. It's got a shooting range. It's got golf. It's got tennis. It's got a spa. Whatever
Yeah.
whatever you can think of. And there's some other really small, quaint communities, Spring Island, so, that are all smaller residential communities with that are lock and leave. That would be a great place for people to come to and easy to get to because we have the Savannah International Airport, which is like the easiest, best airport to get in and out of with a lot of direct flights. But because we also have Gulfstream International um, facility located here. Their main facility is in Savannah. There
Mm.
is an amazing private airfield just adjacent to the main airport and Gulfstream because many people bring their jets here to be serviced or repainted or
Yeah.
whatever you can think of.
Yeah.
We also have in Thunderbolt, which is in between Savannah and Tybee, we have a really great marina that people bring their super yachts and sailboats to come for maintenance and things as well. So for your high-end toys, we got you covered.
I love that. And yeah, and thank you. And you gave such a great, thorough explanation of that market. I certainly have a much better understanding now, and certainly would be much appreciated by the clients and their business teams. What I'm also interested, you talked a little bit about the cultural scene. Could you share a little bit more, and maybe, sort of uh, cover also private aircraft access? You mentioned some, but going towards, say, the South Carolina market, do you have any other aircraft access as well? So yeah, if you could talk about the cultural scene and that as well, that would be really great.
Okay, well, Hilton Head has a small airport. They don't have a private airfield, but
Okay.
you're talking an hour car ride.
Yeah.
So it's a lot of times it takes an hour for someone just to get through, you know, through the traffic to get to an airport from wherever they live. So it's really convenient. The Savannah private airfield. There's also a private airfield in Brunswick, Georgia, as we head south towards St. Simons and Sea Island, which are also extraordinary locations and have exquisite luxury properties there. Less on the multifamily, more of an individual luxury home that you would want to have access to.
Yeah.
Um, but the proximity of the Savannah airport makes it easy to sort of get where you need to go quickly. In Savannah, we have the Savannah College of Art and Design, which we call SCAD. Um, or students say sleep comes after death because so hard. uh, but anyway, so they have and have had for the last probably 15 years a film festival that is really spectacular. We get a wide variety of independent films and interesting speakers that come to that event, and it grows every single year, and it's become a destination for the film world. We have the Savannah Jazz Festival,
Mhm.
same thing. We have a singing competitions that are come from all over the country to come and participate in that, and they're held in all these different venues where in churches where the acoustics are just
Okay.
amazing. Um, we have an international music festival. We have Savannah Stopover, which is where a lot of bands stop over on their way out west to a big concert.
Mhm.
We have an incredible orchestra here, Philharmonic. They obviously have private concerts, but they also do orchestra in the big Forsyth Park, which people go from anything from a lawn chair to setting up beautiful tents with candelabras and tablecloths and catered events, and everybody's in the same spot. It's just how you're enjoying the evening. But they do several free concerts a year, and it's always so much fun and a great event. For Forsyth Park, the same architect that designs Forsyth Park also did Central Park. So you'll find a feeling of that. Lots of green space, And then in the almost in the center is this stadium stage setting where all these events take place.
Very
Uh,
nice.
so it's really a cool thing. We have Oktoberfest, any kind of fest that
Yeah.
you come up with, we have. We
Yeah.
have one of the largest St. Patrick's Day parties
Yeah.
in the country.
Wow.
People come from Ireland, from all over. Everything, every fountain gets turned green. Everything is green,
Oh
and
man.
it is a blast. And people come every year just to come to the St. Patrick's Day parade. We just had our 200th anniversary for the St. Patrick's Day parade. Savannah, culturally is very diverse. As I mentioned, St. Patrick's Day. So we have a big Irish contingent, we have Greek contingent, we have Jewish contingent. You name it, we have it, and they all support each other. The Jewish festival is called Shalom, y'all. So a great T-shirt to take home. But the thing that I really, really admire and appreciate about Savannah is people may have their own clans,
Sure.
like the Scottish clan and the Jewish clan and the Greek group, whatever,
Hmm.
but everybody supports each other.
Yeah.
And I don't know of a city that I've ever been to that quite has that connection and appreciates your history and your heritage, even though it's not mine.
Yeah, I love that.
And it's really great.
I love the inclusivity, and that's exactly what I think the entire country is about, and I thank you for highlighting that. And certainly Savannah is also, because it's on the waterfront, it's got great food as well.
Oh
Um,
yeah, we're becoming a foodie. We're rivaling Charleston down here now.
wow.
Uh, but we've got new restaurants popping up every day. We actually, over COVID, we had a fellow that was from Chicago and worked in a five-star restaurant and was the chef of the five-star restaurant in Chicago. He's smartly married a Savannah girl, and they decided that they would move this way, and he's opened a cute Precious restaurant in Starland area, which is a little um, south of downtown. And
Mhm.
um, there's all kinds of restaurants and things going up there, and it's always busy. So the Gray is another one. We have several five-star restaurants and oh my gosh, my brain just left me.
That's okay.
The Chef's Award, Beard Awards
The
for
James Beard Award. Yeah, yeah.
Beard
Very
Awards for
nice.
chefs that are here. So it's just a lot of fun. I mean, Bro Shoes is the restaurant that the fella from Chicago opened, and its main staple is some sort of chicken. Like a friend of mine who helped them with their lease, she's like, okay, we're going to go to dinner Friday night. We're going to go to Bro Shoes. And I was like, okay. And I look at the menu and I was like, I guess I'm having chicken. And I got there and I was like, oh my gosh, this is the best chicken I've ever tasted in my life. And then I send everybody there. So it's all these fun little small restaurants or big restaurants that you can just get a taste of everything. And obviously, fresh seafood is high on our list,
Yeah.
and barbecue.
I love that. Oh, yeah, that's right. There is barbecue there in Savannah
Yeah.
as well. Well,
Yeah.
this is great. This is such a great, thorough explanation of the market. And very glad that it came from you, Kelly. You came highly recommended, and I can see why. And I think our clients and their business team would be very comfortable working with you. You're very knowledgeable about the market, and you've obviously spent um, uh, a while in Savannah and certainly in in the industry as well. So I'm really looking forward to working with you. I'm going to stop the recording here and then we'll do a quick
Okay.
chat.
Thank you so much, Franks, and thanks to Lee. Mutual admiration club
Absolutely.
here. Uh-huh.